We're Joe and Esther. Every journey starts the same way. Grab coffee and go. From quiet beaches to hidden parks and places most people pass by, this is Wheels of Passion. Come ride with us. There's something surreal about arriving in Gibraltar for the very first time. Surrounded by the sea and dominated by the massive limestone ridge known as the Rock of Gibraltar, this small British overseas territory feels unlike anywhere else in Europe. As we drove through the city's streets, the landscape immediately stood out. British red phone booths, Mediterranean scenery, steep cliffs, and views toward Morocco all blended together into one unforgettable setting. Gibraltar may be small by size, but its location has made it one of the most strategically important places in history. Today, we're exploring some of Gibraltar's most iconic locations, from the southernmost point of the territory to one of its most famous natural wonders, before ending the day in the historic heart of the city. Our first stop brought us all the way to Europa Point, the southern edge of Gibraltar. Standing here feels dramatic in every direction. The Mediterranean Sea stretches out endlessly, and on a clear day you can actually see the coast of North Africa across the Strait of Gibraltar. The centerpiece here is the striking Europa Point lighthouse, standing tall against the coastal wind and crashing waves below. The lighthouse has guided ships through these waters for generations, helping vessels navigate one of the busiest maritime routes in the world. Nearby, we explored Harding's Battery, a restored military battery that once defended Gibraltar's coastline. Massive artillery installations here are reminders of how critical this territory was during centuries of naval conflict and military strategy. Just a short walk away is the beautiful Ibrahim al-Ibrahim Mosque, which is also known as the King Fahd bin Abdulaziz Al Saud Mosque. Its white minaret rising beside the sea creates a striking contrast against the rocky cliffs surrounding Gibraltar. The mosque reflects the culture crossroads that defend this territory, where British, Spanish, and North African influences all come together. Europa Point was more than just a scenic stop. It truly felt like standing at the meeting point of continents, cultures, and history. Leaving Europa Point, we continued driving deeper into Gibraltar, winding along narrow roads beneath towering cliffs of the rock itself. Everywhere we looked, history seemed built directly into the landscape. Gibraltar's unique position has attracted empires, traders, and military forces for centuries. Today it still carries a fascinating blend of identities, British traditions mixed with Mediterranean life, all packed into a remarkably small area. As we climbed higher toward our next destination, the scenery became more dramatic, with steep rock faces rising overhead and panoramic views opening behind us. Our next stop took us inside of Gibraltar's most famous natural attractions, St. Michael's Cave. Stepping into the cave immediately felt like entering another world. Massive limestone formations surrounded us in every direction, with towering stalactites hanging from the ceiling and ancient rock formations illuminated by colorful lighting throughout the cavern. For centuries, St. Michael's Cave has fascinated visitors and inspired legends. At one point, people believed that the cave connected all the way to Africa through a hidden underground passage beneath the Strait of Gibraltar. Walking deeper into the cave revealed enormous chambers shaped slowly over thousands of years by water and time. The scale of the main cavern is hard to capture on camera. The ceilings stretch high above, with the rock formations create surreal textures and shapes throughout the space. Beyond its natural beauty, the cave has also played a role in Gibraltar's military history. During World War II, parts of the cave system were prepared for emergency military use, adding yet another layer to Gibraltar's already rich history. St. Michael's Cave ended up being one of the most visibly stunning parts of the entire visit, and easily one of the highlights of exploring Gibraltar. And just outside the cave, we were greeted by one of Gibraltar's most famous attractions, the wild Barbary macaque monkeys roaming around the rock. Seeing them casually sitting along the railings and cliffs added an unforgettable moment to the experience. These monkeys are the only wild monkey population in Europe and have become one of Gibraltar's most recognizable symbols. Watching them interact with visitors while surrounded by the dramatic scenery of the rock made the stop feel more unique and memorable. After leaving the cave, we made our way back down toward the city center. The roads twisted around the rock, revealing more sweeping coastal views and glimpses of Gibraltar's dense urban layout tucked between the cliffs and the sea. What makes Gibraltar so fascinating is how much history and scenery fit into such a compact place. Every corner seems to reveal another viewpoint, tunnel, fortification, or historical landmark connected to centuries of global history. Our final stop would bring us directly into the historic center of Gibraltar. To finish the day, we arrived at Grand Casemate Square, one of the most historic and lively areas in Gibraltar. The square was once part of Gibraltar's defensive system and military barracks, but today it serves as a gathering place filled with restaurants, shops, and visitors exploring the city. The atmosphere here felt completely different from the dramatic cliffs and caves earlier in the day, offering a more relaxed look at everyday life in Gibraltar. Nearby stands the historic Grand Casemates Gates, which once marked an important entrance into the fortified city. Walking through these gates feels like stepping through centuries of military and colonial history. As the day came to an end, Grand Casemates Square felt like the perfect place to reflect on everything Gibraltar has to offer: natural beauty, strategic history, cultural diversity, and unforgettable views all packed into one small peninsula. Our visit to the Rock of Gibraltar turned out to be far more than just a quick sightseeing stop. From standing at Europa Point looking towards Africa, to exploring the underground world of St. Michael's Cave, and finally walking through Gibraltar's historic city center, every stop revealed another side of this remarkable destination. Gibraltar may be small on the map, but its history, scenery, and atmosphere make it one of the most unique places we've visited. Thanks for coming along with us on this journey through Gibraltar, and we'll see you in the next adventure. Thanks for watching our video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.